First, some bars and restaurants right across our county might well be looking forward to opening up fully come May the 17th, but it seems that many are struggling to find and recruit enough staff to fill all the roles that need to be filled. Well, figures suggest more than 1 in 10 UK hospitality workers left the industry in the last year, and the recruitment site caterer.com says both the pandemic and Brexit are to blame for that. Well, Alison McGee Barker runs AJ Lake's consultancy and training here in Cumbria. And Alison, this issue of bars and restaurants having enough staff to reopen is one you've already been talking about today, I believe. So is it a problem here in Cumbria? And if so, how big a problem?
Hello, good afternoon, Ben and Simon. Yes, I have. I've just actually launched it on my hashtag FAQ Friday because lots of businesses have been questioning how they're going to attract staff. So yes, it is a massive problem in the industry because as the industry's been closed down for so long, obviously the members of the teams have all been looking for things that they've always wanted to do, or they've got other jobs. And it's a massive problem, not just in the area, but in the whole of the UK at the moment.
So that won't make it any easier for recruiting, will it, if it's a problem everywhere? And what could the solution be then if this pool of potential staff is smaller than businesses need it to be?
Yes, the potential problem is you're not going to be able to serve 100% of your occupancy, which your revenue will then get hit, or service will be lower quality than it normally is. What needs to happen, to be fair, is every business owner, every business manager should be communicating with their teams. There's a lot of good employers out there doing some great work and have been communicating all through lockdown, all through furlough, and actually engaging with their teams. And they seem to be doing pretty well. But being a great employer with your teams and be able to showcase a career path, training and development, etc., is the way forward. And those who haven't, unfortunately, they're getting the fruits of their labour right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you mentioned before, Alison, that some people who worked in the hospitality industry then couldn't because of COVID. They looked at other outlets, other types of work. I mean, in a way, does our perception of hospitality jobs need to change a bit in the long term? So actually, we see them as proper careers and not sort of little stopgap jobs or weekend jobs and things like that.
Incredibly so, Ben. I mean, the industry, the hospitality industry, has always had a bit of a kicking when it comes to the view in the outside world in the UK. One of my main passions and missions as AJ Lake's consultancy and training is to bring hospitality as the number one career in the UK, because we have an abundance of talent in hospitality. The career that you can possibly have in hospitality is incredible. I've spent 30 odd years in the industry, and I now run my own consultancy all over the country, but also internationally now, and I'm very blessed that I can work in all industries, and I couldn't have got that if I hadn't have been in hospitality. And I think we always gauge it as certain elements of the basic job descriptions.
Yes.
However, there's people who are budding web designers and graphic designers in the industry and marketeers, and it's got an abundance of talent with an amazing range of jobs.
There's more skill there than people might think just at a glance. And briefly, Alison, while we have you, I mentioned May the 17th when lots of places can reopen, as fully as possible. The businesses you work with, are they champing at the bit to get back to it?
Oh, incredibly. It's been a long time coming. The R rate dropping, and I know that there was question at one point from London whether they were going to bring it forward, the date. But yes, everybody I'm working with at the moment cannot wait to be open. They're in there completely renovating, making sure everything's spot on, the policies, procedures. They're speaking to the guests. The team are all in there already, trying out new designs of dishes, of services, and stuff that they've always wanted to do but not been able to because they've been so busy. So they're actually in there now innovating and making and getting the key right now, Ben, is getting the teams in to induct them, because they won't be at the same speed they were,
of course,
earlier this year when they were working. So I think it's really important that you get your teams in there, get them trained, get them working together, and get it all excited and motivated to be inspired to move forward into a successful direction.
Get ready for those visitors when they can come. Alison, thank you as ever for joining us here on BBC Radio Cumbria. That's Alison McGee-Barker. She's from AJ Lakes Consultancy and Training right here in Cumbria.